Welcome to Trivia Viral. Our channel covers all the latest analysis and recaps on TV shows and movies, as well as interesting stories and facts that you may not have known. So sit back, relax, and subscribe to our channel if you have been enjoying our videos so far. After partying and getting drunk, a college blonde girl wakes up on her birthday in the dorm room of a nerdy classmate. She ignores her father's phone call, dismisses the nerd, and returns to her bedroom. One of her sorority housemates gives her a cupcake, which she throws away. Later, she meets with the married man with whom she is having an affair. She joins her sorority sisters for meeting about a spring formal. The head girl chastises another sister for bringing junk food to eat. She bumps into the nerd, which causes the food to fall over the blondie. Later that evening, the blondie goes to a college party. As she walks past a bridge, she hears the sound of a music box. She sees someone with a baby mask standing a few feet away. She starts to escape, but then the masked person pursues her. They catch the girl and take her out. She wakes up in the nerd's bed again, and she is very disturbed to see that the events that happened last day repeat themselves. She once again rejects cupcake from her housemate. She confusedly relieves the exact same day. This time, she avoids the tunnel. She bumps into someone who is wearing the mascot mask. Turns out it was a friend. She arrives at the party and gets drunk. While fooling around with a guy, the masked person shows up in the room and attacks her. She awakens in the nerd's bed again and realizes that she is in a time loop. This time, she barricades herself in her room so that no one can get in. However, the masked person is already in the room. Then the blondie is taken out a third time. When she goes through the same thing again, she explains it to the nerd, who is confused. He suggests that she narrow down the suspect list. He thinks that someone planned to do it specifically on her birthday. The blondie goes through several loops while going after the suspects. She suspects that the professor's wife is the one coming after her, but she spots her before the masked person drowns her. She suspects the head girl, but she ends up dying on her own after the two of them get into a fight and get hit by a bus. Later, she is suspicious of the professor. She looks for him at the hospital. After getting an X-ray, she finds that she had suffered internal damage from her previous deaths. When she goes through his office, she finds a mask, but another masked person stabs the professor and then chases her into the parking lot. She gets into a car, gets out. While she is happy to think that she has escaped, a cop pulls her over for speeding. He cuffs her and puts her in the back of the car. The masked person drives past and hits the police. The tank was leaking, so the killer dropped a birthday candle to ignite the gas. When she returns to the nerd's bed, she explains to him everything again. She demonstrates that she knows all about what happened that day. She also admits that she has a tremendous amount of self-loathing and that she pushed her father away after the passing of her mother 3 years ago. She sees a local news report about a serial killer being held at the campus hospital. At that point, the blondie concludes that he is her pursuer. So, she rushes to the hospital to warn people that he is about to escape. The criminal quickly breaks free and almost gets her, but the nerd shows up and rescues her. The criminal ends. The nerd then chases the blondie to a nearby bell tower. She subdues him with a crowbar. Before she delivers the fatal blow, she realizes that if she ends the loop now, the nerd will remain dead forever. She then runs up to the top of the tower, hangs herself. She wakes up and finds the nerd alive again. Then, confident that she has found a way to end her loop, she moves happily throughout the day. She ends her affair with the professor and goes to meet her father for a meal to reconcile. That night, she goes to a hospital and traps and ends the criminal's life. After being finally free, she celebrates her birthday in the nerd's room and eats the cupcake that her housemate gave to her. The blondie wakes up still in the loop. Horrified, she returns to her room intent on running away. Her housemate gives her the cupcake again. The blondie realizes that the previous loop had been the only time that she had ever eaten the cupcake, and she had passed in her sleep. The fellow housemate had poisoned the cupcake. As the blonde threw it away in the past loops, her housemate used the fact that she was a nurse at the hospital to frame the criminal for her demise. The blondie threatens to take the cupcake to the police, but her housemate attacks her. She admits to also having an affair with the professor. The professor liked the blondie better, which drove the housemate to a jealous rage. In the ensuing fight, the blondie stuffs the poisoned cupcake in the housemate's mouth and kicks her out of a second-story window. At a diner, she and the nerd muse over the day, and the nerd offers her his room for the night. She wakes up and believes that she is still in the time loop, but the nerd quickly reveals that he was playing a prank on her, and it really is a day later. She is too relieved to be angry with him, and they kiss. What are your thoughts about the story? Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe if you would like to see more similar videos, and give us a thumbs up to get more recommendations of our videos. Be the first to watch the latest videos by clicking the bell icon. See you on the next video.